Hello, and welcome to Jackson Digital Assets and Investments, where it is our goal to help you on your journey to finding financial freedom through providing you with unique and exciting opportunities in the decentralized finance crypto space and other miscellaneous opportunities. So today I will be presenting you with another project that will be launching on the new Layer 1 blockchain called Pulsechain. This project that I will be covering today is called Pulselorian, found at Pulselorian.com, where their slogan is a guild of basker hands on Pulsechain, where in their lore or in their story, basker, BSKR, is supposedly a lot stronger substance or metal than diamond. Hence a community with stronger hands when it comes to hodling and not being moved by FUD or fear, unbelief, and doubt. So their social media platform links are listed below on their front page, and we can go there. And I encourage you, right here are their links. So I encourage you to go to their Twitter page, and where we can look at their Twitter page right here. So I advise you to follow them so that you can stay updated on their upcoming announcements. And also I will recommend that you follow their Telegram, which can be found here. So let's go back to the Pulselorian website. And they are still currently running their sacrifice up until May 31st, and then it will end. So keep that in mind. So if you are interested in sacrificing to receive their native token basker, BSKR, then you only have a few days left. So I would take advantage of it while you only have till May 31st. So when we're looking at this project, the Pulselorian, so what existing project can we compare to Pulselorian to get a general idea of what it is about? So this project is a fork of Safemoon with some added extra features and better design. So if you're familiar with Safemoon, you will be familiar with the mechanics of how Pulselorian will work, and that they both have a total max supply of 1 trillion tokens. But before we go into discussing Pulselorian, I would like for us to take a look at how well Safemoon performed by considering a few metrics such as the number of current holders, the all-time high price points, and the market cap. Considering the fact that this is actually a new and improved Safemoon with a new contract in which they migrated not too long ago. So let's go over to CoinGecko and look at Safemoon and some of the metrics on Safemoon. So Safemoon is found on CoinGecko with the ticker symbol SFM. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, the total supply is 1 trillion, which would be the same for Pulselorian. So let's go down here to the chart, the Safemoon price chart, and let's look at the max amount of time, and let's look at the market cap. So as you can see right here, the market cap reached actually over 1 billion, which is quite impressive at 1,050,858,068. So, and that's also, let's take a look at the price, and we can see that the price got to a high of about 0.00288124. So this gives us a general idea of what we can potentially expect, but nothing promised. So let's also go over to Binance Scan and look at the number of holders right here. And we have 674,023 addresses. So that is extremely impressive for Safemoon. So can Pulselorian perform as well? Only time will tell. But if we look at the size of the Pulselorian community and their engagement, it might be considered a good indication that at least they are on the right track. So I looked at the number of followers on Twitter, and at the time of this recording, there was 9,405 followers. And on Telegram, there was 4,591 followers. And they have a lot of engagement within their community, which is quite impressive for a project that is so new and has yet to launch. So what is Pulselorian? So let's go back to the website. So Pulselorian is essentially a reflection token. So Pulselorian is considered a reflection token, and if you're not familiar with how reflection tokens work, then basically there is a fee or tax imposed on each basket trade, buy and sell. This fee will be 5.5% total fee on each transaction. Therefore, if you put an order in on PulseX or any other DEX on Pulsechain once it launches, it is recommended that you set your slippage to at least 6%. Otherwise, your transaction will not be processed. And once this 5.5% fee is obtained via a smart contract, it will be distributed in the following manner. So 2% of the 5.5% fee will go to stakeholders of Basker. 1.5% of the 5.5% fee is burned. 1% of the 5.5% fee goes to the growth fund. And 0.5% of the 5.5% fee goes to the liquidity pool. And 0.5% goes to the payday pool. And that's how the fees will be distributed. So as you can see from this distribution and how this token works, it's primarily meant and designed to be a token that you hold and reap the benefits of other buyers and sellers. Not a token that you want to trade in and out of, or you will get wrecked by the 5.5% fee. So this takes me to my next point of the benefits of holding the Basker token. So let's just scroll down here since we're on their home page, and we could look at some of the benefits of holding the Basker token. So the benefits of holding the Basker token is passive income. 2% of the transaction fees proportional to the amount of Basker token you hold is automatically sent to your wallet. 1.5% of the fee is burned, which decreases the supply of Basker, which adds value to your Basker holdings. 0.5% of the fee goes to the liquidity pool when it reaches 0.1% of the total supply. Up until that time, the fees simply accumulate in the contract. So this gives you an assurance of being able to have liquidity on the platform when you want to buy or sell. So the sacrificer's payday, and we can look at it right here on our screen. So to be eligible for the sacrificer's pay, you must be a sacrificer, and you cannot sell, transfer, or provide liquidity with your tokens for 6 months. You will receive 3.69% of supply proportionate to the amount of Basker tokens you hold. Now let's look at this next area called the Net Buyers Payday. So to be eligible for the net buyers, your final quarter Basker balance must be greater than the start of the quarter, excluding reflections. So 9.9% of this fee will be accumulated over time and distributed at the end of the quarter. And then let's look at this section right here called the growth fund. So the growth fund is 1% of the fee is sent to the growth fund to develop and market new products and applications for Pulselorians. So OGs and true BSKR hands may receive airdrops or privileges on these projects. Then we go over here to the airdrop section, airdrop events that will help Pulselorian expansion with guild support. And then finally, we have hopefully a token appreciation. So with added users coming to the platform and more value being added and the mechanics of the system in full operation, hopefully this will lead to an increase or appreciation in the token price. So we ask ourselves, is Pulselorian a safe and reputable project? So let's go back up here to the top of the website. I'm going to point something out. So we did have an announcement up top where it says that a quote has been requested to Certic, which is probably one of the most popular and well-known audit companies in the crypto space, and TechRate for audit and third-party KYC, or know your customer. The second reason is some of the team members have done interviews openly, which is particularly a good sign as opposed to being anonymous. The third reason I believe this is going to be a safe and reputable project is that they have indicated that in the future, when the time is right, their ownership of the contract will be renounced, such as they will have no way to regain ownership, which is a security feature, by renouncing ownership. And the fourth reason I like about this project is that it's anti-whale features. So they have anti-whale features in place, and let's scroll back down here and look at these features they have in place. And I really like this feature called anti-whale solve. So basically they placed a 20% max wallet size and also a 4% max on transaction size. So this is such a good feature I like, because this prevents the dumping of an enormous amount of tokens on the market and causing the price to plummet. And so let's also look at, before we wrap this up, let's look at the roadmap, because I think they have a quite impressive roadmap too. So as you can see, currently right here we are at the sacrifice phase, and it ends on May 31st. So some of their goals on the roadmap is to have 1,000 holders, social media boosting, a website revamp, CoinGecko listing, CoinMarketCap listing, market phase, and so forth and so on. You can read through that list. So they have a lot of things coming down the pipeline, which is a good thing to know future. So how do you participate in the sacrifice phase? And note now I also noted earlier you only have until May 31st. So let's go to the Pulselorian sacrifice page. And as you can see right here, this is the Pulselorian sacrifice address. So only send tokens to this address. So let's go down here and look at some of the rules on the sacrifice details. And I encourage you to read this page because there's a lot of information that's important. But if we go down here to this section, and we can read some of the rules as far as the sacrifice is concerned. So only the following stable coins will be accepted for sacrifice: DAI, USDC, TUSD, USDT, BUSD, and MEM. And only the following networks will be considered for sacrifice: Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Avalanche, and Harmony. And each day of the sacrifice phase, the largest sacrificer of the day will receive a 30% bonus point. There's also a 2.5 multiplier volume bonus point multiplier will be applied and distributed accordingly. So the sacrifice rate increases at 5% per day. So as an example, day 1 USD gets you 10,000 points. Day 2, $1.05 USD gets you 10,000 for 9,523.81 points per USD. So keep that in mind. Sacrifices committed after the 30-day sacrifice period will still be honored following the same bonding curve rate. Sacrifices will be entitled to a payday 6 months from launch based on the total amount sacrificed during sacrifice phase. Tokens must be held and not sold for 6 months. So we already covered that. Be careful, sacrificing a token that is not on the list or from a network that is not on the list could result in loss of those tokens. So make sure you read 1 and 2. Only sacrifice to the address below, end in 5ACA1F1CE. Please ensure you are pasting the address correctly, and that's what I would recommend, is just to copy and paste the address. Number 10, there should be no expectations from the OA wallet of the original address. Number 11, please do not sacrifice from a CEX or a centralized exchange. Sacrifice from your own personal decentralized wallet, for example, MetaMask. And finally, number 12, Basket will be launched at $0 value. After liquidity is added, first trade will determine the Basket launch price. So in conclusion, this is a good project in my opinion to invest in, but not financial advice. And keep in mind that this token is primarily a token that you want to hold for the long term to avoid getting hit with the 5.5% fee and to be a part of all the benefits mentioned of passive income. So thank you for watching this video. If it has added value, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more exciting content. I leave you with this quote from Les Brown: "Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears." So thank you, and please come again.